On this episode of podcast, we sit down with CGC, all the way from the UK. If you are interested in finding out what this UK investor is doing right here in South Africa, all you gotta do is stay tuned. Please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and remember to cannabis responsibly at all times. Welcome to another episode of podcast. I'm sitting here with Mr. Terry, all the way from the UK. How are you?
Oh, good, thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Can you please tell people what CGC is?
Cannabis Golf Club.
Yeah, explain exactly what you guys are doing, what it is, why you're here in South Africa.
Yeah, so Cannabis Golf Club is it's a private members club, and the idea is to vertically integrate, connect the entire cannabis community. So it doesn't matter if you're a licensed grower, if you're a grower, if you're a medical user, recreational user, like wherever you are within in the ecosystem. The thing is, we're all on the same team in the same revolution. So by coming together through Cannabis Golf Club, we're able to share a lot more of the knowledge, experiences, get everyone educated, and then also, more importantly, we're able to finance cannabis projects collectively. And that's that's the real core of the golf club, is the ability to enable everybody, irrespective of where you are in the cannabis value chain, to be able to come together and finance cannabis businesses, where there's some really fantastic things happening here in South Africa. We speak to some fantastic companies, and I think like people don't even realize that these companies exist here, because I've been here I've been here and I've been exploring and meeting so many different people at various different levels. There's some things that we're talking about, people don't even realize that, oh, this is happening here in this country. And I'm like, yeah, and it's really about, like I said, that vertical integration and giving everybody the opportunity to also to benefit from the upswing of the cannabis space. So
So you explained that you guys are here to actually not finance. You're obviously here to explore the cannabis industry within South Africa, but your main goal as CGC is to finance cannabis projects, right?
No, well, not so much so. I mean, CGC, as I said, it's a members club, so it's really about connecting the community.
Connecting.
Yeah, it's about connecting the community. By in doing that, because the cannabis space globally is still suffering from liquidity and being able to access proper financial. The proper financial services that every other industry gets. So it's still not as easy to get access to the funding that's required at the time it's needed, and it's it's like one of the fastest growing industries, right? And everything is all the infrastructure and the roads are not in place. So we need the people. It's like us, the people who have been here, been fighting a good fight, who've been in this thing, should also be able to now say, okay, right, well, let's get this industry into a mainstream. Let's make it mainstream. And we've got the finances to do it. So as a membership, as a collective, you'll be able to access different opportunities whereby, let's say there's a coffee shop and they want to now expand into a franchise. Well, where do you raise the money from if the banks aren't going to help you? Well, the people who are sympathetic with the cause are the best people to be there, because we're not just there for the money. It's like, this is a lifestyle. This is what we do. We stay stoned. And you know what? Instead of just we stay stoned, but it's all about, rather than just burning it, like, there's also the ability to earn from it. Like, there is a lot happening in this space economically, and even if you think about what it can do for nations in terms of job creation, because it's an entire industry. And this is also this is why we need to connect the community together, because in there you're going to see that there's going to be people who are focused on law, focused on IT, focused on production, focused on transport. The entire industry is there. There's a whole industry to be built out, and I think the members will be part of the people building it out, and the members will be part of the people. Members of the Cannabis Golf Club will be part of the people who are helping to actually build out this massive opportunity that's about to happen on the continent.
That is awesome. So, from the context that you've actually been meeting here in South Africa, what is it that you're going to be doing with them? Is there anything that you see fruitful to be happening? Obviously with Prof. the Beer, and thank you. You should be saying thank you.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Okay. You're most welcome. Is there anything that you are planning on doing
Yeah, whilst we was here last weekend, we had the South Stoners Expo down in Soweto at the Weed Lovers Market. We had that hosted by Mo Sativa. You know, we had Fellow come in and drop that jam. And it was really cool. And so we're looking at more of that happening and seeing if we can move it to different townships and stuff like that, and see how we can really get the South Stoners Expo really moving. So there's that element of it happening. We've connected with quite a few people across the value chain. And we've identified opportunities. I mean, before we came out here, we had a few partners that we were already in talks with. So we've seen some really great farms and great facilities, and we're looking at putting together the products that, we're looking to working with Inventory Club, which is the other company that actually really deals with the financing of cannabis projects. But they focus on Africa. So a lot of the companies here fit within the space of Inventory Club.
Can you explain what it is, if you don't mind?
Inventory Club?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, really quickly, so Inventory Club is an agricultural marketing company, and the idea is to make it easier for anybody across the globe to get involved in the buying, selling, and producing of African agricultural products. It's focused on, we've got 6 verticals that we focus on. I'm not going to go into too much detail of them, you can definitely check it out on the website, but we focus on input farming, and that's as a co-op that's really specific about providing single-digit interest finance to farmers in a patient way. And we focus on inputs such as seeds, fertilizer, machinery, access to gap trading, anything to help increase the yield per hectare. Then we have off-taking, we have ag tech, and that's really about financing homegrown agricultural technology companies. And that's across the continent. Everything we're talking about with Inventory Club is really focused across the continent. We said energy and infrastructure is another one that we're looking at. And that's about providing renewable energy and infrastructure closest to the rural communities, so that the farming communities can now access affordable semi-processing and storage facilities. We have women in agribusiness. So if you're a woman and you work in agribusiness, it doesn't matter which part you operate in, there's going to be an opportunity to tap into the women in agribusiness. And then finally, we have the hemp and cannabis space, which is where CGC and Inventory Club tie together. So Inventory Club helps put the financial options together, and the members of CGC can exclusively access all of the opportunities through Inventory Club.
No, that is awesome. That is so awesome. So you said you're going to be going around, obviously, into more townships and doing what you did last week in Soweto. You're planning on doing that in other townships. Now, how can people reach you who would want to have you at their venue or partner with you in terms of coordinating such a thing?
Okay, so I suppose the best things will be on the socials.
No, that's the wrong.
That's the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Through you?
Through me.
Okay,
through
well, there
podcast.
we go. Through podcast. So there we go. Listen, I wasn't, whichever the way. So through podcast, you need to get hold of me. Go through podcast and ask about CGC, Cannabis Golf Club, Terry. And listen, you guys need to join though. You definitely, the idea is that we want to get as many people on the grassroots, because I'll tell you why we actually came. There was 2 sides of us even coming to South Africa. We were already coming because we had, let's say, commercial opportunities. That was through Inventory Club. Inventory Club already had commercial opportunities and partners that we were working with who already needed us. We've been talking about raising money for them already. Cannabis Golf Club, when we started saying, where is our community? Where is it? So we, on Twitter, it all goes down to Twitter. So through Twitter, we were just looking around and we stumbled on Memberville. So this is Memberville. So we started following Memberville for a bit and, dug deeper. We found the actual Memberville page and clicked on the founders. I'm like, I thought Memberville was in America somewhere. It's like, these guys are from SA. And I was like, okay, what's going on? So we started all of a sudden we started getting exposed to so many different things happening in SA. So I found out about Weed Lovers Market. We see Mo Sativa. I was like, okay, right. So we reached out to Mo and said, hey, Mo, what's happening? Spoke to her for a bit, and we reached out to Weed Lovers Market and said, let's make something happen. You know what I mean? We were coming to find our tribe, and I can tell you for nothing, we found the tribe.
Amen.
Man. SA is the home, because it's got to be this home of CGC, because it is such a vibe here, man.
Amen. So we're going to be seeing a lot of you.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, because now you're going to give me funding.
Yeah.
You're gonna raise. Did you hear that? He's gonna raise capital for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
offline, we'll have a conversation. You tell me like what are your plans, because what we do is like when we're working with kind of businesses, right?
Yeah.
If you're a kind of entrepreneur and you want to work with us, you want to try and raise some funds through. It's likely to be through Inventory Club, but you still can come through CGC and we can point you in the right direction. But if you want to actually raise any money from us, it's not just, it's like, what is the business case? What is the business model? Because if somebody's going to give you money, it's not a grant. So there's got to be some sort of return on investment. So the business case has to make sense.
Yeah.
And then from there, we can work with you to put a package together, which enables us to now present your offering to the rest of the community.
Thank you so much, Terry. And we're hoping that you are loving South Africa.
Oh, it's a vibe, man. It's such a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Like, listen, I'm telling you, I didn't realize how much I didn't know about cannabis until I got here.
Wow.
That's the one. And secondly,
that is awesome.
You guys take strains serious. Like, really serious. So I love it. I love
Especially Kyle.
I take it serious.
Yeah, he takes it very seriously. Okay, thank you so much for coming onto our show.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
We look forward to working with you.
Definitely.
Remember to cannabis responsibly. Thank you.
Please do remember to cannabis responsibly at all times.